So now Elon Musk, the world's most influential tech billionaire and the person behind making Donald Trump president again, has now started making his distance from the Republican Party and even started to openly criticize them. The issue? A massive tax and spending bill that Musk describes as a, quote, disgusting abomination. This is a rare and significant political rift, and it could have major implications not only for the Republican Party, but also for America's economic future. So what exactly is in this controversial bill? Why is Elon Musk so upset? And what does this mean for global politics and markets? Well, recently Elon Musk took to X to criticize President Trump's flagship tax and spending legislation. And Musk didn't hold back, calling it an outrageous, pork-filled plan that would drive the U.S. budget deficit to a staggering $2.5 trillion. He warned that the bill would leave future generations with what he called crushingly unsustainable debt. Now, this is especially notable because, as you know, Musk was recently part of Trump's inner economic circle, heading a cost-cutting task force named DOGE. He was doing great work, revealed so many scandals in the name of government spending, especially the U.S. aid scandal, saved the U.S. billions of dollars, and he was very transparent about it. But then suddenly, he left the administration just a few days ago, and it's been only 4 months since it was formed. Now, his reason behind leaving this job was also this bill, which he described as either the bill can be big or it can be beautiful, but it cannot be both.
So, I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the DOGE team is doing.
I actually thought that when this big, beautiful bill came along. Everything he's done on DOGE gets wiped out in the first year.
I think a bill can be big or it can be beautiful, but I don't know if it can be both. My personal opinion.
Now, I want to show you a clip of an American economist and statistician, Milton Friedman, where he explains what government spending really means.
Keep your eye on one thing and one thing only, how much government is spending, because that's the true tax. Every budget is balanced. There is no such thing as an unbalanced federal budget. You're paying for it. If you're not paying for it through it in the form of explicit taxes, you're paying for it indirectly in the form of inflation or in the form of borrowing. The thing you should keep your eye on is what government spends.
The person you just watched isn't just anyone. Milton Friedman worked for the U.S. government on taxes during World War II. Plus, he was awarded the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences back in 1976. So yeah, his words really matter. So now let's understand what the bill actually contains. Well, first, this big, beautiful bill extends Trump-era tax cuts that were originally passed in 2017. These primarily benefit corporations and high-income earners. Second, it includes a sharp increase in defense spending, particularly funding for mass deportation efforts, and a program called Golden Dome, which the Trump administration is describing as the most essential step to secure the U.S. But here's the most controversial part. The bill raises the U.S. debt ceiling to $4 trillion, angering fiscal conservatives who see this as reckless borrowing. It also cuts spending for programs like foreign aid, PBS, NPR, and the United States Agency for International Development. Ironically, many of these cuts were recommended by Musk's own task force, DOGE. Now, given that Elon Musk helped shape parts of this bill, the question arises, why is he now publicly opposing it? There are 3 main reasons. First, the sheer size of the projected deficit. Musk claims the bill will push the federal deficit to $2.5 trillion, a figure that could strain the U.S. economy and increase borrowing costs globally. Second, the bill phases out electric vehicle, EV, tax credits, which could hurt Tesla, Musk's flagship company. Speaker Mike Johnson even acknowledged this, expressing regret after a private call with Musk earlier this week. Third, there's the issue of the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA. According to reports, Musk wanted FAA air traffic control systems to run on Starlink, his satellite-based internet platform. This proposal was rejected due to technical and ethical concerns, possibly straining his ties with the administration. President Trump and key Republican leaders have brushed off Musk's criticism. Speaker Mike Johnson said Elon is terribly wrong and suggested he doesn't fully understand the bill. Meanwhile, Senator Rand Paul, another fiscal conservative, has also opposed the legislation, warning that Republicans would own the debt if they supported it. President Trump hit back on social media, calling Paul's views crazy and suggesting the people of Kentucky can't stand him. This infighting reveals a growing ideological split within the Republican Party between the pro-Trump populist wing and traditional small government conservatives. Interestingly, Democrats have found rare common ground with Elon Musk on this issue. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer stated, quote, "Even Elon Musk, who's been part of the whole process, said the bill is bad." While Democrats oppose the bill for different reasons, including tax breaks for the wealthy and cuts to social programs, Musk's comments provide them with political ammunition. Globally, this legislation has implications. A growing U.S. deficit could weaken the dollar, increase global interest rates, and put pressure on emerging economies reliant on American credit markets. This controversy isn't just economic, it's political too. Musk had donated $250 million to Trump in the last election. If he now actively opposes Trump, it could deepen the rift within the GOP. Moreover, Musk's rebellion could influence political donors, tech industry players, and libertarian voters, creating uncertainty in the run-up to the 2026 midterm elections. And if the debt ceiling is raised to $4 trillion without long-term cuts, rating agencies like Moody's or Fitch may consider downgrading U.S. creditworthiness, similar to what happened in 2011. To summarize, Elon Musk's attack on President Trump's signature spending bill is not just a personal feud. It reflects deeper tensions over the direction of Republican policy, national debt, and the future of American conservatism. Whether this leads to a lasting realignment or a temporary rift remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, this is not just about numbers on a page. It's about power, ideology, and the future of American leadership. And don't be surprised if in future, Elon Musk goes totally against President Trump and the Republicans. You might just see Musk stuck in a very complex political game. So that's all for today. What do you think? Is Musk right in his criticism? Or is President Trump's plan necessary for America's future? Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.